Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back if you're returning. Okay, so in today's reading we'll have a look at your person's current thoughts and feelings and any action they're likely to take, and I'll finish off with a couple of messages to you from Spirit. So this is a timeless reading and yeah, that's it. Okay, let's get into it. So if you have your person in mind, and I will ask that Spirit please bring in the highest or please bring in the highest and best messages for my viewer, please. Share with my viewer everything they can and need to know at this time about the person they have in mind. Okay, so let's start with your person's I'm just thinking whether to separate thoughts and feelings or not. Let me see. Yeah, for some reason today I'm just feeling like we need to separate them. So that tells me there might be a disconnect. You know, they might be feeling that they really want to say something or do something, but for some reason their mind, their ego, their brain is saying actually you shouldn't, or you know, whatever. Let's just see. So let's start with what they are thinking. Okay. Oof, wow, the Tower, Strength in reverse. We have, look at all this major arcana. We have the Devil and we have the Five of Swords reversed. Excuse me. So we have Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn. Five of Cups, Two of Coins, Four of Swords reverse, and the Fool in reverse. Look, wow, look at this. Okay, we have Aries, Aquarius here on the end. So, your person's having big thoughts about you at this time. I don't even care if it seems like they're not thinking about you at all, because they are, and they are having some serious thoughts here. Okay, let's see. So for some of you, I feel there is absolutely no communication right now in a 3D sense. There could even have been like one explosive moment, an argument, a tower moment, that's led to some sort of separation here. Now, if you didn't have anything explosive like that, your person has had this mind-blowing realization, and actually Five of Cups is making them feel very, very sad. So what they've probably realized is they miss you, they should have done this, should have said that, you know, all of those things. Let's clarify and see. I'm seeing here, wow, look, Ten of Swords, Magician reversed, okay, and then we have the Sun in reverse, Gemini, Leo. So your person is having big regrets. Whether you had an argument or one specific, you know, blow up or not, they're saying, I should have been more honest, I shouldn't have been manipulative with my words, with my emotions, or rather manipulating your emotions. I shouldn't have been inauthentic at times. I should have just been open and transparent. I should have said what we both knew was there. So big regret. This is what they're logically, consciously in the 3D thinking about at this time. I also see them thinking that they have a choice to make. They could overcome their fears and take some action. They could leave their ego at the door and own up to something, or not. Right now, I mean, we haven't got to the action part yet, but it does sort of look like right now their fear is winning. Their, you know, low vibrational habits, beliefs, traits are winning. But they're thinking, okay, you know, if this is going to move forward between you and I've got to make a change here. So big regret is what I'm seeing. They're in a position where they're really facing fears, owning up to some very low vibrational behaviors, I think, in the past, and the way they treated you as well with this Magician in reverse, very sneaky, manipulative. I also feel your person maybe had a way in the past of really trying to get the truth out of you without revealing their own truth, you know, probing, asking the same questions again and again. How do you feel about me? What do you want, you know, with us? And you trying to say, well, this is how I feel, this is what I want, and it never being enough. It's almost like they always wanted to know, yeah, but what are you not telling me? Maybe you felt like nothing, and they could have been projecting because they were holding things back from you. Okay, so there could be a need to be more open with you, more vulnerable here, that kind of scares them. Let's see, Strength and the Devil, please. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, that's what's needed here. Okay, Five of Swords reversed with the Fool. Do you know what happens? I think, you know, we've started off with the Tower, this huge energy. Their thoughts about you in this situation right now are big and intense. And it's like as soon as they sink into thinking about this, they're confronted with action they need to take or changes they need to make. So their thoughts right now are quite self-reflective, and it's a lot of pressure, and I think they get very stressed out, and then they pull out of their headspace and they're like, you know what, I'm not doing this right now, I'm not thinking about this right now, and they maybe distract themselves. But look what that's doing, the Fool in reverse. It's keeping this new beginning forever delayed. You know, it's almost like, well, until you face this, the Devil, Strength reversed, and push through, this new start is always going to feel just out of reach. Five of Swords and the Fool, please. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, you might feel like this is taking forever. Five of Wands reversed. I'm hearing they don't talk about this with other people. And I had a message in a reading, I'm sure it was last week, saying that they may actually have discussed this with people in the past and have got some really dodgy advice that's partly maybe led them to where they are today with you. So they're saying, no, I'm just going to keep this to myself. Look at these big feelings they have. King of Cups here. Okay, so do you know what happens when they get to a point where they're saying, this is stressing me out, I can't think about this anymore because I keep coming up against this wall? It's not that it's impenetrable. I know how to get through the wall or knock the wall down, but it's huge, it's difficult here. I've got to really face some fear. So what they do is they stop thinking and they just drop into their feelings. The feelings are nice, the feelings are pleasurable, the feelings are warmth, love, hope, positivity. So it's almost, let me try and be quite literal about this. So let's say they think about you and they're like, ah, yes, my person, oh, so wonderful, beautiful, handsome, funny, you know, the other half of me, all of that. That gives them lovely feelings. But then when they start thinking about it more and more and they're like, oh, I really miss them. What do I need to do to be with them? You know, should I reach out? That's when they get into this like danger zone, is how it feels to them, and it gets too cerebral, it gets too much, and then they just want to stop thinking about this. The thing is though, they've got to break this cycle at some point, and we know when the Tower comes in, that's divine intervention. So they're actually being encouraged by, you know, spirit, by their higher self, to push through, to make a change here to how they're showing up. Okay, so let's see what's going on in their feelings then, because that seems, it's almost like that's their safe space. Yeah, look, we have the Sun, Four of Swords, lots of joy, seeing the potential here, feeling that this is a very abundant connection in terms of the energy and the feelings. And Four of Swords, it's, you know, it's a nice safe space to be. It feels relaxing, it feels healing, it feels pleasurable. I kind of think a lot of this stress I'm seeing and this pain, it's your person actually torturing themselves. You know, sometimes the Devil can talk about the fears we have that seem completely, you know, we've blown them out of proportion completely. And it would almost be better to just, you know, jump right in and make a start, because we'd realise that they're not as terrifying as we thought. And, you know, when we just keep thinking about them, they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and we start to feel more and more powerless. How is my viewer's person feeling, please? How do they feel at this time? Page of Swords. Yeah, Page of Swords reversed. They do a lot of fantasizing about you, and that makes them feel happy. That makes them feel safe. Knight of Wands. Okay, very passionate. Very excited as well. See, the Tower reversed. Their heart space is the safe place right now. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so for some of you, if you know that there's something blocking your person in like a practical way from speaking their truth or taking some sort of action, it could be another relationship, a marriage, family, something to do with work, you know, that sort of thing. What they like to imagine is imagine if that situation just ended magically. Imagine if something happened to get me out of that. And that's something that makes them feel really happy. We have Scorpio again here. Okay, on the floor we have the Six of Wands, Eight of Cups, and we have the Seven of Swords. So for some of you, if you get lots of attention in whichever sense, your person is they know this, they're aware of it. I think it makes them nervous. I'm not seeing them being like furious about it or anything like that, but it does sort of, it's not comfortable for them. It makes them nervous, makes them apprehensive. Let's clarify that. 6 of Wands, please. 8 of Pentacles. So it could be that you get lots of attention through work, or like something, you know, maybe a hobby, something like that, but something you give a lot of dedicated, consistent effort towards. So maybe you're being recognized for something you're creating or something you've put out there. So I think that's maybe why they're not pulling their hair out, because they can see it's within a particular context. So let's say it's work and you're getting lots of recognition, engagement, attention, something like that. They're like, well, it's work, so it's probably not romantic, but at the same time, you never know, people meet at work. You know, it's making them nervous, but not super stressed. I'm seeing as well, they feel that if they actually pulled away, if they pulled back and went on this like inner journey, or if they just actually walked away from you, there's now this feeling of, I want to do a 180 and come flying back towards you. So if they pulled away, I'm hearing for some of you, they pulled away gradually. Like you might have felt this person's changing, they've been changing over time. I feel like they're slipping away. Or maybe it was like one thing at a time, you know, they were there physically, but they seemed to detach emotionally, and then you couldn't get their attention, and then they just disappeared altogether. It might have been a slow pulling away, but they want to come in very, very quickly. They are feeling 7 of Swords, the Tower, that they don't want to sit in their headspace. They don't want to sit with these thoughts that are challenging them to step up and to be brave and to make a change. Yeah, look, the devil reversed, and we have Strength in reverse. We keep getting the Strength card and the Devil together. Strength overcomes the devil, but look, both reversed. Okay, so it still comes back to, you've got to make a change. So they get in their headspace, it's too much. They want to stay in the realm of fantasy and their feelings, and then their feelings bring them right back round to, well, you've got to make a decision if you want to move this forward. So they're in this continual loop, and I just think it's driving them crazy, and they've got to break this at some point, some way. More Capricorn, more Leo energy here. I do see for some of you for sure that there is something else, someone else in the way, in your person's opinion, of you coming together. It could be someone or something on your side as well, for sure, but I definitely feel something on their side, at least. And how they feel is, I wish we could just sort of, you know, sneakily just be together or move this forward. This came out in Friday's reading as well. I wish I could just see you without having other people know. I wish I could just phone you and talk to you without people breathing down my neck, that sort of thing. Okay, so I would say, to sum up the thoughts and feelings part, it's quite clear, you know, it's not confusing for your person at all at this stage. They know how they feel. You are their person, you're their 2 of Cups. Whether they think in terms of soulmates, twin flames, or just that you have a very unique connection, you're the one for them. And they feel they messed up in the past, for sure. They have regret about that, but they're not just sitting there. They want a new beginning, they want to reconnect, but there are several things in the way. Something, it seems, practical, their inner fears, and a bit of ego, I will say, still a bit of ego here. Okay, so let's move into action then. What action can you expect from this person over the next, let's say, week or so, as I'll do this reading again, most likely next week, if any. So what action, please? I just want to say, your connection here, your presence in your person's life has had a huge impact, more than I think they have even ever said or suggested. Because even if, let's say, you both decide, you know, let's go our separate ways, you've changed them, you know, and maybe you feel the same about them and this connection, but you have really opened their eyes. I'm getting an image actually of someone like holding a person's eyelids and pulling them apart, like, look. So they may not have been thrilled about this change at some points, but it's like the connection has forced them to see how they are in life, how they show up, the sort of person they are, how they might have been holding themselves back, how they interact with others, how they treat others, you know, so many things here. Okay, so what action can my viewer expect, please, from their person within the next week or so, Spirit? If any, what action can my viewer expect from this person, please? Well, they're pretty stubborn, I can see that. So that's definitely connected to that ego there. We have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands. Okay, well, Six of Cups straight up can talk about reunion, reconciliation. So I'm just going to say some of you might see or hear from your person within the next week. I'm also seeing for others of you, it's like they've got Five of Wands. This is a very busy person here. They might have lots of people always fighting for their attention. And how interesting. Look at these two cards. Look at the crows in the Five of Wands, and then look at this Nine of Wands. It's almost like we have these crows here. They're descending on this person. That's crazy. So yeah, it's like your person has a lot that they're always doing. There are people always needing their attention, always asking them things. So they might be feeling like they're just trying to catch a breath. But I kind of feel that's not just this week, that's every week. So I'm seeing lots, you know, still lots of fantasizing about you, thinking about you. We have the Sun in reverse, Leo again. The Empress in reverse, Taurus, Libra. But the Empress in reverse, so this is someone who's absolutely thinking about you, looking at you as being incredible, seeing that there's incredible potential within this connection, you know, the Sun and the Empress for growth, but both are reversed. So feeling like they're missing out here. Okay, we have Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius. We have the Moon, Pisces. There's some you know, huge energy around this connection, especially, you know, at least we're looking at your person here over this coming week. Okay, I think there could be a break in the dam. So I'm seeing your person is someone who on the outside is very controlled, to their detriment even, especially within this connection. So you may have been like, you're coming across as this stoic emperor, or you're always trying to keep the peace, and it's getting on my nerves because you never actually just say how you feel. I feel they might be losing their cool, actually. I think the pressures around them, combined with their absolute need at this point to reconnect with you, that seems like, you know, it's not happening because they're not taking action. Together, those things clash and there's a break here. It's like your person cannot do it anymore, doesn't want to do it anymore. Temperance is in reverse, the Moon is in reverse. Something is creeping up, you know, through the shadows here, that cannot be ignored anymore. I think your person may lose their cool with someone around. There could be arguments, like, you know, petty fights, but many of them. And also something around their fears here. We know that when their thoughts get too much, when they feel too challenged, they push them away, focus on something else, or just slip into this daydreamy energy about you. But I'm not sure they're going to be able to do that. Let's clarify. Queen of Wands. Okay. Page of Pentacles. I don't feel like this Queen of Wands is you, which is confusing me because normally I would. Three of Pentacles. I wonder if this is someone else in their life. It could be like, you know, spouse, karmic partner, someone they have a child with for some of you. And if it's not that they have a child, it could even be a work situation and they're working on a project together or something like that. Three of Coins here. But this Queen of Wands, the way she's carrying this sort of stick with, it looks like barbed wire on the end, she's coming in to start some trouble here. So I think there could be an argument between your person and someone who is very present in their life in a practical sense, whoever that is, whether it's romantic or not. Okay, let's get one more card here. Okay, we'll have several. Yeah, we have the World, exactly. Okay, we have also Seven of Coins, Three of Swords reverse. Wow. So over this coming week, I would actually say, some of you, yes, you will hear from your person, you will even maybe see them. For most of you, I feel like you won't hear from them, but what's happening is a cycle. In fact, the annoying cycle we were just looking at of going round and round and round is coming to an end. And there's actually conflict for them in this other situation here, which isn't great for them, but I think it's long overdue. They might finally, I'm hearing, be standing up for themselves. Also the Moon in reverse. Those things, those creepy shadows that have been bothering them in the dark with the devil coming out twice, they're actually going to have to face them. And it's needed to happen for a long time. Seven of Coins, we have Three of Swords reversed. The whole time they've been delaying, it's been painful for them, it's been painful for you. And we have the World here, final card, completion. you know, having learned lessons, as I said, this connection has really just changed them and changed everything for them. Maybe, you know, how they saw things, saw people, what they thought, you know, the sort of life they thought they would have, all of that, everything. But something's coming to a close this week in a big way. And I think, as I said, I'm seeing here lots of petty arguments, conflicts, having to push back, going on within their life that you might not be seeing. It's kind of a challenging week, I would say, for your person, but it's actually very positive, because at the end of the week they'll have released something that's been really in their way, and it's directly impacting your connection here. So let's get you some messages from Spirit here. We have prioritize. Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Okay, so I feel in this coming week, you know, whenever you're watching this, while your person is clearly going through some intense endings and, you know, some conflict here and all of that, you know, while you're probably not sort of hearing from them, focus on yourself. What are your priorities? Prioritize yourself and your goals at this time, because this connection, it feels like it's very much in the hands of Spirit right now, and the divine is really working with your person here. So yeah, okay, do you. In the meantime, we have clear your space, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. So yeah, this is you clearing out, you know, things, whether it's energetically, literally, if you've got, say, 10 things on the go, can you clear some of those away for now? What are your priorities? So getting really focused. I'm hearing for some of you, if you felt unmotivated recently, it's not that you're lacking motivation, it's that you're overwhelmed with maybe the amount of different things you're trying to focus on. And we have beloved one, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And that's the final message there for you out of these archangel cards, that in terms of your relationship here, your connection, it's being taken care of. Okay, so let's finish up with one of these. So a message for my viewer, please. Okay, 31, the Green Woman. Feminine, nature, and oneness. Wow, okay. It's making me think very much of the Empress. So maybe this is your sort of guidance and advice in terms of what energy to embody this coming week. Yeah, I'm not going to over-explain that, because I think it really connects to this prioritize card. Focus on you, focus on where your attention's going, what you're growing, be in the energy of the Empress, you know, knowing when to push forward, when to sit back, when to nurture, when to, you know, all those things. Okay, so I will leave this here. This actually feels like there's this big energy going on. You're probably, just a heads up, not going to see much of it on the surface at all. But what's happening is the cycle your person's in, from, you know, going around head space, heart space, getting so far, backing away, getting there again, backing away. That cycle's being broken this week. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.